Good evening. My name is Paul Worth, and for the past year it's been my pleasure on Sunday evenings to present a series dedicated to songwriters and special celebrities. During this past year we've got Marilyn and Alan Bergman, Steve Allen, Bobby Troop, Ray and Jay. Bernie Wayne's been here, but we're going to have him back anyway. Actually, tonight we are honoring Bernie because he has been nominated for the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I am not going to introduce Bernie Wayne, I'm going to introduce his opening act. I was very lucky to be an observer of history back in the 40s when television was just beginning. On Tuesday night, a show called the Texaco Star Theater was on the air, and its star literally owned Tuesday night.
That's right.
You heard That's exactly the way he told me to say it. He is, and has always been, one of the great of the world of entertainment. Funny man, gentleman. Very few people really are entitled to have the word legend in front of their names, but this gentleman is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Milton Berle.
I want to thank this gentleman, whoever he is, for introducing me so tremendously that said that I was a legend, which is true. I really don't, I'm not going to stay on too long, and if you believe that, you'll also believe there'll be a Liberace Jr. Well, I don't want to stay up here too long. Somebody said, go up for 5 minutes. Just, by Christ, I bow for 20. But I like the way this room is laid out. I don't know how long it's been dead, but it's laid out here. With the mirrors against the bar, you can watch your act die. Keep your eye in the mirror, will you, Bernie? Bernie Wayne, I don't know. I know him very well. He's written so many song hits. He wrote some songs. The biggest hit that he wrote was Welcome Home, Amelia Earhart. One of the other songs that he wrote was called Poland, Gateway to the Orient. I'm quite a songwriter myself, and I always honor people that are in the songwriting business because they do a tremendous job. I'm a member of ASCAP. Really? And, you heard the applause. And I have, that's enough roles. I can always tell the difference when I go to a dinner at the Hilton of a Jewish dinner and a Gentile dinner. You know, when I'm Toastmaster. At a Gentile dinner, they're boozing it up, and at a Jewish dinner, they're looking for rolls and butter. But before I allow Mr. Wayne, I know it is. It used to be B. Wayne, he lost his hair. And, looks like a honeydew melon with legs. But this, no stop lines tonight. I also want to say that Mr. Wayne, besides being a, so much gas and being followed by Arabs. Oh, and by the way, the food was terrific. Really. Oh, and they said, how'd you find the fish? I said, I owned a potato. But Miss Dwayne, that I'm going to introduce, who will, I assure you, never get on. I'm kidding. Maybe an hour from now, but he's also an author. He's written, I'll tell him, Bernie, he's written, and I publish it, the 4 smallest books in the world. I haven't said the line. I need a plan. I got 4 of them. That's a private intro. The 4 books, 4 smallest books. The first one is Famous Jewish Astronauts, small books. The second one is 10,000 Years of German Humor. Next smallest book is Irish Gourmet Cooking. And the 4th book is Blacks I Have Met While Yachting. Oh, Christ. Hey, this is my room. Book me up there. Ladies and gentlemen, as they say, before I introduce this very great performer and great composer and songwriter who has been, how is it referred to, or on the par, they say he's on the par of George Gershwin. They said that unfavorably, of course, but before I got to tell you one story. It's a new joke. And Sal, the old man, says to his friend, I think he says, I'll bet you I can tell you how old you are. So I said, well, hey, stop listening to me. I'll bet I can tell you how old you are. It's rather funny island with guessing the weights here or something. You're going to tell me how old I am? He says, sure. Sure, go ahead. He says, come with me, we're going to the next room. Goes in the other room, he says, take off all your clothes. Take off the clothes. Get naked, get stripped. The guy takes off all his clothes. Everybody looks at him. Grabs him here. Squeezes him. Grabs him here. Grabs him here. Also, by the putzler, grabs him here. He says to Sal, he says, you are 93 years old. Sal says, that's wonderful. How did you know? You told me this morning. That's a new joke. It's not mine. But I assure you, it will be. Well, when this gentleman here, this Paul, or the Pope, Paul, when Paul introduced him, when he said Paul, it reminds me one more story. I was over at the Cross Street, down about, at the Aquarius Theater. Love the place. And I did a show last night. And after I tell you the joke, I'll tell you what. This is the story. It's another story. It's a new one. The Lord, God calls the Pope on the phone. The Pope says, I recognize this voice. Is this the Blessed One, the Lord? God says, that's right. Your Eminence, Pontiff, I have good news for you and bad news for you. Pope says, well, first give me the good news. And the Lord, God says, well, first the good news is that I have been trying to make a decision. I finally made it, that with all that's going on in the world with the trials and tribulations and bigotry and racial prejudice and church versus state, I have decided, God says, I have decided to make one religion for the entire nation. Pope says, gee, Blessed One, Lord, he said, that's wonderful. Now what's the bad news? God says, I'm calling you from Salt Lake City. The reason I said I wanted to preface this, last night I did a show with, what's the kid's name? Yeah, the Osmond. The Osmond film. Donnie and Marie, and I said, yeah, that is it. And why do you make up another commandment, will you? So I told her, I said, I got a good joke for you. They said, really? What is it, Uncle Milty? I told them the joke, and they went, huh? Because you know they're Jewish. So here's a guy, makes no difference whether he's Jewish, Catholic, Protestant, Episcopalian, or whatever it may be, or a Hindu, but he's a very dear friend of mine. He has been with me now for, about a week. And he just signed a 5-year contract with General Motors. He bought a new car. But he's not only a fine, he's been conducting my music for me. Before I introduce him, you're staring at me. See, you're staring, because you're one of my favorites.
I'm not staring at you, I'm asleep with my eyes open.
I was going to introduce you, but fuck you. You're still eating, huh? S goes into hate. And 4 goes into hate. Stand up and take a boo. Dear friend of mine, or dear enemy, Mr. Lohman of Lohman and Berle, ladies and gentlemen. You want to hear this thing, right? You're exposed.
I haven't got as much to show as you, Milton.
Shut up. You want a contest? Oh, you heard of it. You want a contest? Just take out enough to beat you. Well, that's the evening. That's the show, ladies. I want a warm reception for a dear friend of mine, brother composer, and a wonderful talent, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ernie Wayne, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Milton. Look to the legend. And I can say he was Mr. Television. Put him song instead. Mr. TV on NBC. How versatile can one man be? That was his best night. The first transvestite was Uncle Milty.
Bernie, take a picture, Bernie. Fine. Now, Bernie, you can sit down. I'll be an hour. And this man here is really very, 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 very professional and knows all the expertise of show business. I really has great expertise show business. And he's been conducting for me. He's a wonderful conductor. He'd make a better motorman. But, and everything is straightened out. I spoke to the little boy's parents. They dropped the charges. Wait, hold it. Stand on this side. Because in the papers, it comes out this side. first. Like, it says Burl. I know that's good. That's me first, you know. Bernie, I'd shake hands with you, but I see you're busy. Say that you surprised me tonight. We're going on the road. We leave, in an hour. No, we're doing a few institutional dates. Then we go east and we perform for the Ringling show. And Bernie, you were wonderful tonight. I really mean that sincerely. I've been attached to many people like Daisy and Violet Hilton. You ever hear them? They were the Siamese twins. I was attached to that. He's dumb. He's got to be naked to count to 21. But you know, it's true. Thank you. I think everybody here, and this is loaded tonight, this is loaded, only because you're here. Not because you sent the flyer out with my picture. And you were mentioning this very gorgeous lady here, Carol Bruce, who the only girl in show business I ever missed. Be a spokesman. Excuse me, Paul. I'll be with you just in an hour. If I may be a spokesman, and I think I will speak as a spokesman for everyone in the room. This was a very, very entertaining evening, and you were wonderful, and so was Miss Lohman. All of us came here just for you.
Right.
Now, Paul, you can go now. We saw the suit. You can sit down. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone. Sit down. I want to talk about it. Paul, thank you. You were terrific. You want to tell the folks who's coming in?
I don't know. Are you going to... How can anybody come in if you're not leaving?
No. Who's going to open here next?
I'll take care of that in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Milton Berle. He is beautiful. Who is opening Milton Berle is opening a permanent engagement in 20 minutes. Thank you for coming for the... This is a second show. No. I want to thank you for coming to the Bernie Wayne Telethon. It's supposed to be a 20-minute show, but it's all right. No. That's it. That's it. We've done 3 shows.
Can I just say something?
You're kidding.
I'd like to open here.
You did.
I didn't yet. First, I just bowed. Next show that opens here is called The Tale of Two Titties. Is the show, Paul, supposed to go only 20 minutes? Why can't you? You should be selling drinks. Is that what you mean?
We sold the place.
You're a pain in the ass. No, you're not, Paul. No, I'm not going to get off. I have an appointment next door tomorrow at Brown Derby. I'm having lunch with Norman Talmadge. And I want to say, Cecilia, that I wouldn't have been here tonight. Thank you. Come in. The girl with the tzitzilish, did she pass it? She took the short way. I shouldn't let her drown. And get your bets down, they're coming out. Now, I've never been in here, I swear this, and since I had food here at Hatton's. Was this Hatton's? And we used to gather here next door.
It's going to be Hatton's again.
It's going to be Hatton's again. Not a chance. I tasted their food. It'll never be. Oh, and I'll talk to you about your food. Now, in conclusion, and I'll get off. When Bernie said to me, Milton, he said, I'm going to be here at the Bar and Grill, February 3rd. I said, I'll try to make it. So without asking me, he took that Fakakta Patamaton picture, the Polaroid picture, and made a flyer out of it. What can you do if you're professional and your name is in the back? And he's sending it to everybody. Arafat got one. That's how nervous he was. Arafat got one. And so when I looked at it, in the family mail, and I opened it, and I looked at it, I said, oh my God, at least he should have put me on the right side. Should have said Milton Berle and Bernie Lane. What the hell? Means he's going to take a cut next week. And I just had to be here because I like this man. I really crazy about him. He's very, very talented. And I did not know this was your 45th anniversary in show business or in the music business. Oh, congratulations. When you hit the anniversary of the 72nd in show business, I hope you are all here now because this is my 72nd year. And I'm only 51. I will say I'm very happy to be here because we knew each other from New York. He was there. Yes. As they say in Yiddish, "Who's Titzik?" Right. She bumped into me as she was across the room at the time. He was with me when I signed. In 1951, I signed a lifetime contract with NBC. It expired 3 years ago. And if I'd have known it was your 45th birthday, I wouldn't have waited for the flyers to come out. I'd have said right away. But I'm glad to be here. Very happy to see Carol. Very happy to see Esther Williams. What's the girl's name? Phyllis Thatcher. What? There's a girl. Blink if you hear me. Blink if you hear me. Lindsay Krause, yes. I'm glad we're all here tonight. It's time we should sell some booze before that place gets late. Are you buying? What? Are you buying? Oh, you a hooker? This is my racket. I don't go where you were. So listen. Now, yes, I'm buying. I'm buying. He's paying. Thank you very much, ladies.
Anyway, and I gotta say, you have been one of the greatest arrangers we ever had in this room. You have been marvelous. Really, thank you.